Clean footy out of full back. They've done this very well today, the Bombers.
What a moment. Comes down the last 5 minutes of your season here for Melbourne.
Watson's kick, terrific to Pepper. Look at McVeigh. Goes with the handball. McVeigh's got some room to move. Low, looking for Lucas. Someone's got to keep their feet. Dyson, the crunching tackle. Davey came from behind. Whelan went to ground. He's wrapped up. The Bombers still rolling the dice at half forward. No one able to extricate the Sharon out of there. And there'll be a bounce.
Took a risk, Aaron Davey left McVeigh to try and get to the contest. Got caught in between. David Neitz is up and out of his seat, Brian. Will the big skipper come on and just plant himself with a goal square and take a mark in the last minute or two?
What about Rowdy Danaher? What's he thinking? Clearance needed here for both clubs. This man has been fabulous, James McDonald, although that's not his absolute best. It's off the side of the boot, and it gives the footy back to Essendon. Lucas finds the line.
There's a kicker going for Neil Danaher the last 3 weeks. Had to sit through a kick after the siren at Geelong. Got one in the dying minutes against the Bulldogs. And now this with a year on the line. That might be the reason Uze's come on.
I reckon so. David Neitz can do nothing in the background. The ball is on the Bomber half-forward line, and they've got a free kick. Moncrief will drive it deep into Bomber territory.
Lloyd on Carroll, hasn't looked like it all day.
Here he goes, winds up. Lloyd in the pocket, one out. Carroll, Ferguson. 3 minutes, 18 left. Ferguson over the top to Brown. And now they're going to run the clock down.
Well, remember against the Western Bulldogs had a similar opportunity. Tried to run the clock down. Smother from Davey.
Too far out for clock running, Brian. Got to get it down the other end of the ground, the D's.
Possession of the ball is about the clock, JB.
Wheatley.
Got to score, Bryza. Both sides need a goal, obviously.
High from Wheatley. Disputed ball. This is going to end up. Clean work there from the Demons. Motlop's been good. Has a bounce on the members' wing. The left foot kick to half forward. Davey went to ground. Zoons a free. No. Robertson with a snap. Bouncing. Bouncing. Bouncing through. Robertson has kicked the Demons into the final.
You talk about the hand of fate. That is just a bounce that the Dogs did not need, or the Bombers. Russell Robertson, well held all day by Ted Richards. That looked like it was just going to roll across the face of goal and took a big left-hand bounce. And that would be enough, you would suggest. That would be enough for the Demons. What's a Demon? Oh, the Demons.
11-point margin. 2:24 left. Bombers need something urgent. Johnston with the clearance. The bounce to go all the way. Missed.
Well, that could be it. That could be it for Melbourne. They may very well have come back from the dead too. It looked only 2 weeks ago like they were no chance of playing in finals footy. Right now they are 2 minutes away from it. Neil Danaher done an amazing job.
Well, it's 2 goals now, Gary, and as Brian said a while back, a draw still sees Melbourne go through, so they've probably done enough to these. Davey, picked up by Hill, who's been fantastic. Stanton, long to the grappling Lloyd, and Carroll, who's had a wonderful game back there. This guy has been terrific, McDonald. Bounces it out of the defensive 50. Only as far as Mark Johnson. Corralled, he gets around. Needs to find something. Joe Watson went with the handball back inboard to Dyson. Over the top to Mark Johnson. Sold a bit of candy. Then the outside of the foot hits the post. Time the enemy now, the Bombers.
They're not going to die wondering. 11 got to under 2 goals. That's the thing. Their only chance here is to win the footy back, score immediately, and then we get a centre clearance situation. Wheatley's got the job of kicking the ball back in. Cannot afford a mistake. Season defining it would be.
11 points.
Look for White. Look for a strong contest with plenty of numbers across there towards the boundary.
Melbourne setting up for the long bomb to the member side. Umpire said play on. He goes short to maintain possession. And Racconi.
McDonald's loose. He's the loose player. The Bombers have got to get to him.
Time is a ticking. 11 points. Umpire says play on. Kick to a contested situation. Hill. Now he needs to bang it back in. They need to get a goal and then stop the clock with that goal.
Time. There is time.
Hill goes in the Lucas direction. Over the top went Nicholson. The Monfries tackle ensured that Brown didn't run out with the ball.
This is it. Comes down to this. The one-stop play. The whole year down to one-stop play here.
Neil Danaher has taken off the headphones. No more instructions. It's about what the players can do around the ball that's going to influence the result here now. In they go. Hurd kicked the miracle goal earlier in the quarter. Around the body to Pepperell. Now Pepperell's marked. Clock's ticking at 30 seconds. The only thing that'll stop the clock is when the umpire signals a goal.
Oh, he's got to go. He's just got to kick the ball.
20 seconds and ticking. Here he goes. The clock should stop around about the 13-second mark if he kicks the goal and he's missed.
The Demons are in the final, Brian.
You could hear John Barnes saying, kick it. Kick the ball. They just couldn't get the job done in the end, the gallant and brave Bombers. And the Melbourne Footy Club will be able to control proceedings from here. With the clock ticking down, Carroll slips it over the top. We've got 1 second left. Jeff White's got the footy. Melbourne will play in September. The brave Bombers fall at the final hurdle, and the Western Bulldogs, who have been so good in the second half of the year, have their season ended in the cruelest of fashions.
An amazing end to an amazing season. It's the Demons by 10 points heading to September. 13-17-95. The Bombers 12-13-85. Well, this is an amazing result, and you talk about the brave Bombers. Melbourne were gone, their season was over. They lost 7 on the trot. They got 2 victories that looked unlikely, and now Neil Danaher's been able to bring together a side without their skipper David Needs off the ground the first quarter and get a victory into September. Let's go down the boundary with Chris Jones.
Robbo, you've kicked the match winner. The D's are in the finals. How's it feel?
Oh, look, it was just great to the boys to hold on there, to get it down there in the last quarter there, the last bit, just to get into our forward line. I think we probably played a bit too safe, but in the last few minutes we played it pretty safe, we played it pretty well, so we'll be happy with that. Play finals, first team from Melbourne to do that in about 14-15 years, so we're pretty happy.
Were you nervous in that last term?
Yeah, very nervous. Playing finals is everything. It's what it's all about, and if you're not going to be playing finals, then it's all for a waste the whole year, so I guess sorry to the Bulldogs, but unfortunately it's us. It's not them, it's us. Not unfortunately, but we can't wait for next week.
What about the last 3 weeks? You've given your Demons fans a fair bit of pleasure and a couple of tight games.
Very tight games. So I don't know if we're doing much for the older supporters and the tickers, but look, it's just a sign of a good summer, I guess, when things are not going your way, and to keep battling away, and I think that's what we are, blue-collar side. Just keep battling away. We're not playing footy like we did at the start of the year, but what we're doing well at the moment is just getting a hold of the ball and playing with a bit of passion, a bit of spirit, and doing it for the fans.
Right on, mate.